And we're live.
Apparently, it was very odd for me to just pay it all in one lump sum and get it over with. Because as soon as I got the bill for the fine, I sent him a check for $5,000, and so my probation officer was like, "Yeah, and you're gonna want to get your fines paid, sometime in the next 2 years for sure." And I'm like, I paid that before I went into prison. He's like, "All of it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was in possession of $5,000, so
You
we
know, I'm
made
made for
that happen."
distribution. You think I can't afford the fine?
I might have beaten that distribution charge, but let's just say I've got $5,000 laying around. That's not a good joke to make. That's all. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I made the joke.
He's got $50,000 in drug money laying around.
Stop! I have no drug money. I've never sold a penny's worth of weed. Look,
no. Technically, they were buying
say,
the box it came in. All right, they never sold the drugs.
Like I always say, I fully admit to buying all the weed I could ever find, but to sell it, that's like that doesn't even compute in my mind. I love weed so much. Like there's no way that you have enough money to buy my weed. That's how much. It's like offering to buy someone's children from them. It's like, all right, you got $1 billion? Well, I would never pay that for a child. I could get a Chinese baby for 50,000. Exactly. I market value of my weed doesn't even approach the value that I place on my weed. So why would I ever sell any weed? I've never had so much weed that I had enough to sell anyway. I've never possessed an ounce. I don't know what an ounce of weed looks like. I've never had more than half an ounce because I thought I was like teetering on some sort of legal scary level by staying under half an ounce. Like when I got busted, it was 14 grams, I think.
Yeah.
An ounce is 28 grams. And they claim they found some crumbses on some jacketses back at my house. But look, I don't think they're lying about that. I'm sure they found something at my house, like some crumbses. But if I'd known I had those crumbses, I'd have smoked those motherfuckers up because I thought I was fresh out. Like there's no way I would have been picking up another bag of weed if I knew there were some crumbs back at home. You don't think I'll smoke the crumbs? I'll make tea out of the stems.
Yeah. Even if it just makes me feel it's just a little okay for a while.
I used to like clean my bong and get that black goo out of the bottle.
Oh, you were smoking res?
It's like tar, the consistency, like it's sticky. And like if I was
light it and it starts bubbling.
I would be completely out of weed though. And so like
it's not crazy to smoke tar. You have to understand I was running low.
I was out. and so like I would like take my water pipe that had the accumulated goo in it and I would pour water in it and then I would shake it really hard upside down onto like a plate. And then just like an old gold miner, I would rotate the plate so that the water spilled over. And if I did it just right, the goo would stick to the edge of the plate.
What is that process called?
Panning. So I'm in the bathroom panning for goo.
That's not a very good turnout. This is barely enough to get high.
So you've got shake it all out into this plate and then pan for goo. And after a while, you've got a plate that's mostly dry, but has black goo all over the rim of it. And I'd be like, "Baby, it's time to smoke some goo." And she's like, "Not the goo." And I'm like, "That's all we got, baby. We got to smoke the goo." And I take a razor blade and I do semicircles, pressing really hard to get all the goo and then flick the water off the goo and then get it in the bowl again and then re-smoke that goo. And first of all, it's incredibly harsh. I'll admit, I would cough and it tasted awful, but it gets you so fucking high.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's marijuana concentrate. It's concentrated concentrate because it's the remainder of smoking concentrate, and it's been condensed down even more. So
I thought you were talking about so in college, I remember using that flour, the goo that would be in the flour if you were just totally out.
This is
trying to use that.
I want that story to be our first PKA animation story. It should end with that line that I just said.